What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss this Saturday's co-main event between Deiveson Figueiredo and Montel Jackson. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly and help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. We got a fun fight. It's something that I wasn't really expecting. Montel Jackson isn't really like this big household name, but he's somebody with a great record, 16-2. 8 knockouts. His only 2 losses are by decision to really tough guys, Brett Johns and Ricky Simone. Good boxing, tall, long, and lanky for the weight class. Sticks to the basics really well when it comes to his striking, which is something that I just love with fighters, because the guys who utilize the 1-2, and just don't do anything too flashy, utilize their range really well. They don't play too many games. You saw with his Damon Blackshear knockout, just beautiful, right? And he's somebody, he's kind of grown in front of our eyes, and he's riding up, a 6-fight win streak. He's really, put himself in this undeniable position to earn himself a top name. And Deiveson Figueiredo, in this time and place, makes sense. 37 years old, riding a 2-fight losing streak, but those 2 losses, Corey Sandhagen, Peter Yan, best of the best, After going up to 135, after, having his whole title reign at 125, really just entered the division with a big statement. I don't know why I couldn't think there. I'm so sorry. But with Rob Font, Cody Garbrandt, and I forgot the other guy that he beat. But went out there and made a statement, right? It found a new home at 135, and almost found himself with a title shot. But once he kind of got to the guys who are just the elite of the elite and just a little bit bigger than him, he's just a little too undersized. And I think at this point in time in his career, 37, we're starting to see that drop off, But then again, it was against Corey Sandhagen and it was against Peter Yan, and a guy like Montel Jackson, this is where we see how good Jackson is, right? But this is also like, it depends. Like if Figgy goes out and just obliterates Montel, then we kind of know that Figgy is still here at a high level. But if this ends up being, it's a weird story to it, because if Figgy ends up getting dusted, or if it's like a pretty close fight, it's the big story is, does Figgy still have it anymore, rather than giving Montel his flowers. So I'm hoping that if Montel goes out there, I hope he goes out there and I hope he starches Figgy. I hope he goes out there and makes a statement, because this is a guy who is on the cusp of really, fighting some really dangerous dudes, and fighting some top guys. And I feel like he's really earned that opportunity. And it starts here with Deiveson Figueiredo. And here with Figgy, he's got to show it, the twilight of his career, he still has it. And he still, deserves to be competing at the top of the UFC. So, very fun co-main event. I'm excited. I love to hear what your guys' thoughts. Do you guys have Montel? Do you guys have Figgy? Love to hear your guys' thoughts. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.